I guess I probably ought to hit in turn.
I haven't entered my turn yet either, so.
Oh,
Me neither.
All right, guys. Well, we are officially live on YouTube. You guys know me. This is Brendan Borman. We are back for their 270 video. We are with two of the better players inside the 270 lounge. We've got Javier Rodriguez,
What up?
who is playing as Frederick Douglass. Take a quick sneak peek at Frederick Douglass's negative 25% Old South, and we've got some Old South action. Looks like we got classic Old South for Mr. Douglass and Javier, and it looks like that Abraham Lincoln is not going to go Old South. Looks like he has his eyes on the prize that is Florida, the 29 EVs. Of course, both candidates are going to be eyeing that African-American bonus. We've got Lincoln, who is one of the stronger Republican candidates. He does have a 25% manufacturing, but that 20% swing can really make a difference. Oil and gas and the high-tech penalties make it difficult for Lincoln to play out of California. But with Erik York, all things are possible.
I forgot I'm live with you right now.
Yeah, that's all right. Douglass does have a clear path to get that Old South bonus, which is the only state group that is available by the end of turn number 2. But with that penalty, it does make it a little bit less important. But when you're going for AA, if this does turn into an AA battle, every dollar will matter. So I will try to open up my browser here so I can see both the YouTube comments and the video, and it looks like that we do have someone in the comment section. I don't know how to say your name. That's kind of awkward. Dig Vijay. Vijay. I don't know how you say that, but we're going to leave that there. It says, hi, Brendan. Hello, back. All right, so this turn is a thinker for these guys. For those of you who are not familiar with the 270 Lounge, this is a tournament that is being run inside the lounge. It's actually the Republican versus Democratic team tournament.
Yeah, definitely. This is by definition lounge ran.
Yeah,
sure.
This is exclusively in the lounge. So there's a turn going on here. So clash in Arizona. Looks like Lincoln.
Dang it, Javier.
Arizona's super important.
Lincoln low spent. Had his eyes maybe on a New York pivot with the town and gown trio of Arizona, Iowa, and New Hampshire. However, he will have a cash advantage, but Douglass was able to pick up that $37,500 bonus. These guys are playing
it's a big one.
Yeah, whopping 37.5. These guys are joining me via Zoom because of my technical illiteracy. I'm not even sure if you guys can see their pretty faces or not, but Javier has got his head down on his phone.
Hope not.
Yeah, he hopes not. Erik has got his video camera off, but
I'll pop in once in a while.
He's got more hair than I wouldn't say both of us combined. You got I'm going bald. It's kind of sad. But no, I appreciate everyone who's watching the stream or will watch the stream. These guys are two of the best. This tournament actually started back months ago, and there is a surplus of stuff going on in the lounge. And actually the commissioner, Daniel Smith, left the group chat, and so it's up to these guys to kind of finish it on their own. So we've got Javier Rodriguez, who went through Jeremy Cooper Sperber, who does run a lot of new player events inside the lounge. So if you're a newer player, hit up Jeremy Cooper Sperber. He'll get you connected and get you to be a better 270 player. Also, if you want to be better at 270, subscribe to this YouTube channel, 270 videos. We've got lots of stuff coming out to help you be a better player. And if you'd like to play me or reach out to me, you can find me on Facebook at Brendan Borman. Javier also beat the previously mentioned Daniel Smith, and Erik York, I would say even more impressively, beat Sapun Lianaj and George Fry on his way to this final. This is a best of 3 series, and this is game number 1. Hey guys, are you using these candidates exclusively throughout the final?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they will get to be well aware of each other's tendencies if they aren't already. It looks like we've got a big battle in Arizona brewing. Maybe not this turn. Lincoln did not pressure the Old South at all. So that bonus is safe. Javier could.
What the heck? Sorry. Javier just keeps snuffing me out. I just don't like it, you know?
We've got clashes in DC.
I don't like this though.
Got a New York double clash. $300,000 of pure cash being spent in New York.
Something tells me I don't think he minds that clash.
No, probably not. But having less than 300,000 for Douglas does make it where will Douglas pivot or will he low spit? Lincoln can go double pippin here into New York.
Let's go double pippin, eh?
Double pippin. You know, that's fine. Javier, right? Erik can be double Scottie Pippen, but you're Michael Jordan.
We'll see about that after the series.
No, you're more like a Kobe Bryant. You're a Lakers fan, aren't you?
Yeah, I am a Lakers fan.
Erik,
Yeah.
are you a sports fan?
Yeah. I'm a Bucks. All Wisconsin. Everything Wisconsin.
Yeah. Are you like an old school Kevin Garnett or new school Karl Anthony Towns? That's Minnesota. That's not Wisconsin.
That's Minnesota.
Wisconsin, that would be, there aren't any pro teams. What's that guy? Oh, no, that's Ohio State. I'm trying to think of the there was a point guard who played for Ohio State for like 15 years. It felt like he plays on the basketball league, where they do the ending where you have to get a certain point total. That's okay. I'm trying to think of Oh, good. Who are some of your favorite athletes from Wisconsin? J.J. Watt, Russell Wilson,
Giannis Antetokounmpo,
Giannis Antetokounmpo,
Aaron Rodgers, Christian Yelich.
There you go. Yeah, Milwaukee Bucks, Milwaukee Brewers, and you are a Packers fan, so.
Yep.
What'd you think about the Packers losing their left tackle for the season?
I did not like that. Did not like it at all.
Yep. So I have a wager on the Packers to win the Super Bowl. That's the only bet I have alive that I made preseason. I bet on the Texans, they're dead. I bet on the Lions, they're dead.
Dang.
The Falcons. So that was an interesting turn. That featured swing states going to Lincoln. So let's take a look at the groups here. Lincoln does have that bonus. He does have a 20% swing state bonus. So you take the 20%, you add it to the $100,000 base, and you get $120,000 per turn, which is pretty significant. He can use that to pressure the Old South in a state like Virginia. You might see some fireworks this turn in Arizona with the town and gown African-American swing and Latino battle later on. Let's see. You might see some other action. You've got Florida pressure. Florida pressure sucks. it's not bad when you're a streamer and you're just watching two players battle it out, but when you're playing, it sucks.
Yep.
We've got New York still. Both players have access. Will be interesting to see if Douglas decides that he wants to make New York his, or if he wants to continue on. He has opened up in quite a few other AA states. You might see him going into Illinois or Michigan or Tennessee. Maybe get African American the really hard way without
Yeah,
Florida.
I underestimated how stressful it is getting only 37,000 a turn.
So here we go. Here's the turn. We got Colorado and Florida defense from Lincoln. Couldn't take the heat. Had to get out of the kitchen. New York, we have a double pip from Douglas. Makes it a little bit easier on the AA math, having that 150. Javier, what's that number you have to have for AA?
330.
330. You see, guys, if you want to be a top level player, you just have to know that. Just like put Erik on the spot. What's 11 times 12?
Oh no. 131. I don't know.
Oh no.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
132. 133. Just kidding.
So it helps to do math in your head, but you know, you can also play with a calculator. So this is a 3-minute timer. Sometimes when you're playing a 1-minute timer, you don't have that ability. So again, this is game number 1 of a best of 3 series. We're not playing, you know, more than one game. This is just get the series started. Shout out to Daniel Smith for commissioning this tournament. If you are not inside the 270 lounge, I invite you guys to join. You can search on the Facebook page, or for the Facebook page, 270 Lounge. There's about 9,500 members. Or if you load, whether you play on Steam or you play on your phone, you can, on the loading screen, there's a join the Facebook community icon. You can click on that. And there are a couple questions. It's a very unique place because obviously this is a political game. You know, anytime you involve politics, it can get a little bit hairy, but there are moderators who make sure that the discussion is game related. And
I heard they're great guys.
Yeah, they're fantastic fellows. Make sure you abide by the rules and everything will be all swell.
Hunky dory.
But yeah, it's a great community. I met some good guys and gals. There are some really good ladies and girl players who played this game. Shout out to Anna Gaines Field, who's 2-part Ohio. And we've got Rebecca Gill, another player who is really, really active inside the lounge. So here we go. We've got more spinning by Douglas in AA. Looks like he is really going for that bonus, but we do have pressure finally in North Carolina. Probably going to see Virginia pressure momentarily, or are we going to see? We're going to see a pivot from Erik, who's playing as Abraham Lincoln, to Texas. Of course, Abraham Lincoln does have a strong manufacturing bonus, but now that 140 is pretty significant. That will most likely ensure that Lincoln does keep. No. What am I saying here? Who's got the 140? That's Douglas.
I wish I had the 140.
Yeah, Douglas has the 140. So now all of a
It's
sudden,
mathematically impossible for you to have the 140.
Yeah. Now, Florida's up in the air, but we do have pressure in some of these other AA states, North Carolina, Virginia. But it looks like Douglas is spread out enough to where he doesn't have to really worry about losing that bonus, but he doesn't want to lose a state like Virginia that might be critical for high tech. North Carolina, obviously, look at that at the top. There are 5 icons. So African American, ag, manufacturing, Old South, and swing. So
oh shoot! Thanks for reminding me about Virginia.
Yeah, on a scale wise, you know, there aren't very many states that
This is where the mind games come in.
that have 5 state groups. Look at Illinois, it has 5. If you look at New York, it has 5. But states like Virginia has 4, but it's also only 22,500 for 13 electoral votes. If you look at a state like Pennsylvania, it's got 4 state groups, 20 EVs, but it costs 60. It costs almost 3 times as much as Virginia does, just for 1 pip. So again, 10 pips to max it out. Both of these candidates are sitting well over their starting cash of $250. Lincoln has $557. He has access. He could get the oil and gas bonus as soon as he gets to the 3rd pip in Texas. He'll also have the potential to get the ag bonus if he keeps on Florida and gets North Carolina and Wisconsin. And North Carolina and Wisconsin would also be the manufacturing bonus. He also has access to both Ohio and Pennsylvania. Douglas, on the other hand, has a strong lock on the Old South, strong lock on African American, has a path to get the town and gown bonus, should be uncontested with Nebraska and Massachusetts, but might go a different path. Maryland, we've got some pressure from Lincoln. Looks like that's going to be town and gown. So big turn as far as bonuses go. Pretty straightforward game so far. Town and gown does go to Douglas, 86,000 per turn. There's manufacturing. So Lincoln did not get into Illinois there. Personally, I like to get into Illinois. Also have that route to get the ag bonus. Could steal it with North Carolina. Having that ag bonus really is helpful when you pivot over to California, especially having someone like Lincoln whose oil and gas bonus is a 20% also. So if you can get a 20% penalty, the bonus for ag is 10%, which is a relatively small bonus, but it's nice to have. Going back to the state groups, so just taking a quick peek. Lincoln does have the edge for Latino, but really it's going to come down, in my opinion, to California and Florida. Florida is going to be a toss-up. Lincoln does have the swing state bonus, but the African-American bonus is in Douglas's column, and he does have a money advantage now. Of course, you can get the Latino bonus by just having New York, California, Nevada, and New Jersey. And because none of those states are occupied except for New York by both players, but Douglas has the lead. Really, Lincoln's going to have to expand if he wants to get that bonus. Oil and gas, Lincoln. High tech is going to be really interesting, so definitely one would favor Douglas, especially having that town and gown as a bridge bonus. However, he is facing pressure in both Maryland and in Virginia. And if Lincoln wants to make a push for African American, he could possibly do that, especially in those 2 states, maybe a state like Michigan. Talked about ag already. Export is later on in the game. And then the other bonuses have been allotted. So as we wind down turn number 8, Javier, how do you feel about your chances so far?
I don't know. I like my spot. But I still got to be wary. Still got to be wary.
Got a low spin, maybe setting a trap in Florida didn't quite work. Lincoln expanding, saving some money here. Looks like with that move into Nevada by Douglas, he is looking fairly decent for the Latino bonus, but he did face some pressure in Illinois. So it's 237 to 166 electorally, but there's the high-tech bonus and oil and gas. So 4 bonuses to 3. That high-tech will really be important when it comes to defending his states like Maryland, like Michigan, even maybe getting into Pennsylvania. But he might use it to double pip into California, maybe have access to a few more bonuses like export and Latino first. But we don't want to get ahead of ourselves here because it's turn number 9. We have obviously the game is played. There isn't a turn limit. There's a ballot, and whoever has 270 electoral votes will win the game. And both these players know that, but maybe you're watching, you've never seen this before, or you haven't seen 2 top players. The ballot is forced when all the states are entered. So like the map shows right now that Minnesota is not entered, it's white. When all the states have a color, and then if you look at Virginia, Virginia has a check mark. Douglas went to the 10th pip and secured it, so no more money can be invested in Virginia. You would then add those 13 electoral votes, everything else that's been locked in, which right now is just Virginia, and so it has to equal 100. So if you add it up, it's 100, and then all the states are entered, then you have a ballot, and then the next turn, whoever has 270 would win the game. Got Keegan Moran, Julian Chame in the comment sections of YouTube. Sorry, guys, I have been slacking checking these out. But Keegan, I'm doing great. And to answer your question, the Masked Singer Group B is coming out on Tuesday. I actually recorded it today. I have a very busy 270 week. Tyler tomorrow, we're doing the 270 Coliseum tomorrow. I've got actually a chiropractor appointment tomorrow. I hurt my back. It's from carrying my Survivor tribe too hard. No. But I will get that out Tuesday. I have it set to release 2 p.m. on Tuesday, so you can see exactly where if you were playing, or any other players, where they are located in the bracket. Of course, there'll be some subtle clues. And then Julian wants to say congrats on 450 subs. I appreciate it. Getting there a couple every single day. It's a pretty small community, and enjoying getting to know you guys. Monka. I'm thinking that's Monka, not Monica. There's no I. Are you a Trump supporter? So I am someone who voted for Trump. Yes. Trump is not my favorite person in the world, but I did believe in a lot of his policies, and so I did vote for him. But I have told many people on and off air that I don't think Biden is the worst thing that's ever happened to us. I think that he will be a good president, and as a American citizen, I'm on Team America, so I'm not rooting for us to do bad no matter who's the president. So that's my philosophy. I am someone who's voted Republican a lot in my life, but I'm definitely not someone who's just going to vote Republican because they kind of have to earn my vote. So anyway, the one thing I like about this community is that it doesn't matter who you voted for or what your beliefs are. You get to know great people, and I know Javier, who is playing as Douglas in the stream, he and I don't agree a lot on almost anything, actually, politically.
Yeah.
But we're good friends, and if you need a plug, if you're someone who needs that political juices going in throughout your daily routine, this 270 stuff isn't doing enough for you, you can find their podcast. It's called the Pro and Con Pod. They're on lots of different outlets. They're on, what are you on, Javier? On
Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. Thanks for the shout out, man.
Yeah. I always say, Alexa, play the Pro and Con Pod, and it starts playing. So it's pretty cool. This is a thinker. I don't want to distract these guys too much, but looking at it, no pressure in Cali. So we've got Florida pressure, Illinois pressure, Latino pressure. Lincoln is pressuring in Michigan, Maryland, North Carolina, New York still. So New York, diamond hands in New York right now. Maybe not, because I haven't been paying attention to what money's been saved and whatnot. He might have swing money or some other funds, but oil, can't use oil money in New York.
Wish I could.
Oh, that 600,000 scary.
Yeah, I got a big.
Yeah, I wonder where I spent it. Just kidding.
Yeah, I got a big spin. I had a little. So one in Michigan. Javier locks Michigan. Can add that to the total 13 plus 16 plus 20 in Illinois, 46.59.
Oops.
Looks like I'm going to have a Latino push. Clash in Oregon. Both players may be eyeing an export bonus. Okay, so there's Latino. So that does give Erik 5 bonuses to 4. However, Javier does have the electoral lead 260 to 208. We look at the state groups. AA, firmly Douglas. Latino leans Lincoln. Oil and gas, slightly, and now facing pressure in some of his states like Colorado and New Mexico, and even in North Dakota. Don't forget about North Dakota. Shout out to Nora Hyde. Nora Hyde, you're probably not listening, but the pride of North Dakota. Another example of the women of 270 who can be memorable and can be good players. High tech, securely in Douglas. Ag, securely Lincoln. Manufacturing, Lincoln. Old South, Douglas. Export, look at that by the hair of his chinny chin. Just missing out is Abraham Lincoln. There is pressure in Louisiana. He does have that oil, but maybe Douglas can use his $37,500 to protect Louisiana. That might be smart. Swing states is Lincoln.
I have been saving up a few turns.
Pretty secure.
I have been saving up. It does add up after a couple turns not spending.
Douglas 75,000 base. I don't know what's your town and gown rate there, Mr. Douglas. Douglas is neutral. No, 15% town and gown. So he does have that bonus. So we're winding down here on turn number 11. I'd say this game might have Monka, do you support his racist policies? Because as a Latino, I hate Trump. So like I said,
you don't have to read all comments.
Yeah, no, I not have to read all comments, but no, I don't.
Ooh, turn too late.
Yeah. I don't support all of his.
I'm looking at this right here. Turn too late.
Yeah, all good. And can I donate, sir? No, I appreciate it. So what I do right now is I host lots of community tournaments in the lounge, and I have prizes that I give out. If you are serious, I can drop my Venmo for that, but I don't expect that. I do appreciate the support, just the subscription for right now. Big push in Washington. Douglas gets Washington.
No.
Oh,
that hurts.
Driven.
Thank goodness.
Export driven goes to Douglas, 62.5 thousand.
Damn, I could have swore I pressured. I went for Ohio that turn also. Damn.
There is no pressure in Ohio. But that does remind me of the song we used to sing in the 7th grade. Down the river, oh, down the river, oh, down the river we go. Down the river, oh, down the river, oh, down the Ohio. The wind is up and the channel is deep. The wind is mighty and strong. Oh, won't we have a jolly good time as we go sailing along? Oh, down the river, oh, down the river, oh, down the river we go. Down the river, oh, down the river, oh, down the Ohio. Does that help you guys think?
I love that.
I actually like that. It was a good singing.
So anyway, Ohio is a state that I usually underestimate because it is so critical for export and for swing states. You know, you can get that perfect $200,000 like Lincoln has here with Florida, Ohio, Wisconsin, and New Mexico. If you add that up, their base rates that state that gives you $200K. A lot of players, they're maybe more of a Florida, North Carolina, Virginia, Wisconsin, or a Florida, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. But just like in real life, it's really crucial for these guys because I think you've probably heard this before. In real life, no Republican has ever won the White House without winning Ohio. So how do you guys think Ohio is a swing state in real life, or would you take it off? Like,
not recently, I guess not. I mean, 8% is pretty, decisive.
What about Michigan?
The last 2 times, right?
You think Michigan's more of a swing state?
I think they could swap Ohio, Michigan, and maybe even add, I don't know, Georgia. I think maybe if it's 2 election cycles where they're competitive.
Yeah.
What was Georgia in 2016? Was it competitive in 2016?
It was 5 points or so.
2-1. I hope we got our turns in.
Me too.
Hope so too.
Oh no, what is this? What's this tomfoolery?
So to answer Monka's question, she says, "Why aren't I spinning anything?" So in this particular game, I am a streamer. I'm just showing the public, the world, who is best between Javier Rodriguez and Erik York. This is game 1 of a best of 3 series, and so I wanted to be able to commentate in North Carolina flips. There's a good flip from Lincoln. There's the Ohio pressure. And Washington is locked by Douglas. So very interesting. That's 270 electorals. Had a lot of clashes that turn. 5 bonuses to 5 bonuses. And we do not have a ballot. The ballot was blocked among other places, but in Indiana, for example, both players double pipped and there was a clash. They go back to where they started.
Snarf.
So this is turn 13. So just so you guys know, and this is also talking to Javier and Erik, since February the 1st, I have played 804 matches of 270 that I have recorded on a spreadsheet. My average game lasts 13.7 turns. Fun fact. So we are getting near the end of where we could have ballot territory. I'm sure both players are well aware. If you add up Arizona and Colorado, that's 20. Illinois is 40. Washington and Oregon is 59. Plus Michigan is 75 plus 8, 83, 94. So we are 7 away from a ballot. Assuming all states get locked in here.
Off to see the wizard.
Florida is locked. So.
Oh man, I almost went for Florida too.
Oh, I was hoping you did.
Damn.
Georgia flips. Georgia flips.
What's that Georgia move about? What the hell?
It was Fulton County. Fulton County came in with some late votes.
What's going on with that? What's going on with the Georgia move?
Dude, what's going on with the North Dakota? That was mine.
New Hampshire flips. Let's hear it for
I guess that's an even trade off. Dang it. One more in Georgia too. God damn it. God damn it. One more in Georgia.
Now, does Erik York risk it and leave Florida or Georgia open, or does he lock Georgia?
Oh, you lock in.
That's the question.
Oh, but
I'm leaving it open.
Yeah.
If it was me, I would leave it open, but that's why I lose all the time.
Or am I going to leave it open? Nobody knows.
No, I'd lock it with. You're on the 7th pip. I thought you were like on the 5th pip.
Ooh, I almost accidentally ended my turn early.
That would have been nice.
Tragic.
I could call a debate right now. Give the people what they want.
Oh,
Do it.
terrible decision.
Let's see here. Josh Hawley is back into the live stream.
What's up, Senator?
Oh man. It's actually him. It's the real one.
Yeah, that's funny. Hi, Bobby Babcock. This is fun. So we've got turn 14 here. Again, this is game one of a best of 3 series. We've got 2 of the best players inside the 270 lounge. Where were you guys ranked in the latest power rankings? Do you guys know?
11 or 10, I forget.
10 or 11. And Javier,
Jason's, I was 7.
Jason's, you were 7.
Yeah, and Rick, I was 5. But I learned that after we released it, that he hadn't entered my Battle of the States semifinal round in yet. So after that, I'm up to 3 now technically. But
that's all right. Yeah,
released
cool.
that.
Well, technically, so I went 8-0 in the Battle of States tournament, and I just quit. I was tired of that tournament.
It is kind of freeing to know that this isn't gonna be count.
Yeah. So we got a lock in Alabama. Georgia is
locked. Low spend. What the heck?
Clash in Idaho. There will not be a ballot.
Got him. Just kidding. I think. I don't even know. I'm not liking my odds right now.
Big spin in Ohio. I like it.
The pressure's getting to me.
West Virginia. So just a lot of defense. 284 to 250. This is going to come down to the wire. If I was making some live odds right now, I would slightly favor Frederick Douglass.
I don't know about that.
I think I would with the money advantage and the EV. I think that Lincoln has a lot of states locked in and close to being locked. Douglas has probably a lot of town and gown money, which is good for like Minnesota, for Missouri. That manufacturing will help out Lincoln in Indiana or Kentucky. That Georgia flip was nice.
Was nice.
Too nice. Too nice.
Some diamond hands in New Mexico going on.
Yeah,
dude,
what's going on with that?
I dare you.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Every turn, I'm like, it's gonna eventually, right? Like,
how close is AA to flipping? It's not close. Yeah,
it's probably not close.
No, it's not. I hadn't even looked at that in a while. So all 10 bonuses are allotted. I appreciate all 15 people who are watching right now. It's pretty cool. I promise I'm not ranked 22,000 in the world. I'm actually like 36 on the leaderboard, but this is my student. So yeah, but no, so I'm just zero spinning, giving these guys a good show. I appreciate both of them being willing to play this game, getting some more exposure to the YouTube channel, and once again putting their minds to the test. It's always fun to watch top players play against each other, that back and forth chess match. Now, could you see Lincoln low spend here? Maybe put the pressure back on in New York, or because I mean Lincoln is everywhere. Lincoln's not in Massachusetts, but and Douglas is everywhere. And these guys were ready for about 2 turns ago.
Dude, I'm ready.
Connecticut flip.
Oh man, Connecticut flipped. What?
Big spend.
Yes.
No! This is stupid.
Yes. Yes. You'll see right now, Brendan.
Idaho Clash. Is Pennsylvania flip? Pennsylvania flips.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
That was huge. That was huge.
Another Idaho Clash though? Dang it. I hear myself in the background.
Yeah, sorry. I've got it turned way down low, but I want to be able to hear myself talk. So I'm kind of egotistical about that. Not on. So we're at 1.24 million. So Lincoln's not, but that was a big, not only was that 20 EVs taken, but it was 20 EVs given. So 40 EVs swing. Where can Lincoln find those EVs? He could find some in Arkansas. Arkansas 6, Indiana's 11, 8 more in Kentucky, 19. That would almost make up if he got both of those. But he still needs 270 to win. He's at 241. Say Javier is probably a -3 or -250, -$300 favorite if you are looking at Vegas odds, but don't count out Erik. Erik is really comfortable playing from behind. He is kind of patent that national groups strategy. He didn't do it in this particular game, but a lot of players are really good if they get their bonuses and play out in front. Erik is a well-rounded player.
I should have gone women's movement. That was my mistake.
That's actually scary. That's a scary thought for me now. Next game. I don't think. I think if you have a women's movement going up against my Old South, I think this could have been a route. Oh man. I can't believe how many states are locked in. And
we're over 100. So apparently my stream's really lagging. I'm sorry, guys. But no, we had one guy in the comments saying it was pay to win. Do you guys want to talk about why you think it's not pay to win?
This isn't pay to wait. This game, or are you talking about the game?
So there was one person in the comment sections who was saying that 270 was pay to win. What do you guys say to that?
I think it's yes and no. I don't think it's. I mean, I understand both arguments where people say it is pay to play and it's not pay to play. Because I mean, it's not pay to play because when you buy the candidate, let's address the first one. It is pay to play because oh, thank goodness.
Come on, this is so stupid.
No, it is play to win sometimes. In the sense that you could better yourself, you could better your candidate, and you could better your candidate and give yourself an advantage that way. And you have two people of a similar skill. If one has a VP and one doesn't, then that's a pretty clear advantage. However, it's not because it's technically it doesn't guarantee a win.
Right.
So it's not like you pay and then you automatically win. So it's not pay to win in that sense because you could pay for a candidate, you could pay for a VP, but you're not going to win the game just by doing that. You still have to have a strategy.
Oh, for sure. Now, would you guys? You're talking about guaranteeing a win. Would you guarantee a win right now for you?
Oh man, I mean, yeah, it's getting there, but honestly, I don't want to. I never want to jinx myself.
You don't want to give the people,
finally, right?
You don't want to give the people what they want, and that's a guarantee.
Dude, guarantee it. Guarantee it.
Give a guarantee. I always wanted to do a 0-turn spin in a game, in a match. That's risky, huh? Like a 0-turn, like on a ballot.
Man, I don't know what to do.
All right.
I mean, Bernie Sanders, I could spin in all these states right now.
Yeah, I guess if you want.
Well, that was the Washington football team. They did win the NFC East. They beat the Eagles.
Nice.
Well, Eric, I'll be impressed if you pull this off.
I'll also
Oh,
be
man.
impressed if I pull this
don't-
off.
I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all, actually. I just realized I
All
don't think I attacked enough states.
I don't know if no, I definitely did, but
That
I
that
don't think it's gonna
Pennsylvania
work.
move might have just won me the. Oh, thank goodness! At least that's something.
What? Oh,
Arkansas flip. So I'm a little bit behind you guys. You can be emotional, but let's live it together.
Yeah.
Wisely, Lincoln lays off of Illinois. Clash in Kentucky.
I didn't like that.
Oh,
Might be it.
maybe I spent too much in Minnesota. At
Maine
high state.
flips. He's 16 away.
Oh no! Oh.
Missouri by one. One pip in Missouri.
Oh.
I don't know if I have enough. I don't think I have
He's
enough.
61.
No! Oh no! Where else? Where else can it be?
Rhode Island 4. 5 more.
I didn't do it. I don't think I did it. I don't think I
Oh, thank goodness!
did it.
Oh my
God,
goodness!
Oh my God,
Oh no!
Oh.
money in Arkansas.
Oh no! It's
Oh.
Arkansas. Oh wait, Arkansas.
No. Vermont too.
No. Okay.
Oh God.
It wasn't. Oh, what a hell of a match, man! Oh my gosh.
2
Oh my
The stupid Pennsylvania move.
That Pennsylvania move saved it for me. Oh my god. Oh.
I didn't even play and I'm stressed.
Oh no.
Oh man.
I'm so glad I didn't guarantee a win.
I thought I might have a chance there.
So
my goodness, that was so close.
we're still live on YouTube. People can see us now. So
Oh, cool.
Okay.
wait, and I won't
Hell of a
keep
match,
you.
Eric. Great match.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
good job. Good job.
Yeah. So I'll give you. I want to give Javier the first question. So what do you think was the game-winning move? You did one move.
That's Pennsylvania for sure.
Pennsylvania
That
flip.
Pennsylvania move for sure. Yeah.
Now talk to me about one on a follow-up with that. Now that did not flip any bonuses. I know that I'm a big proponent of going for a steal if it flips a bonus, but sometimes that gets a little bit predictive. Were you on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you thought he would block, 1 thought he wouldn't block at all? Where did you think that Pennsylvania move was on the spectrum?
Honestly, I thought it was probably about close to 7 or 8. Because I knew he'd been spending up in Pennsylvania. He spent up in Pennsylvania a couple times, and I'm thinking like, okay, then he's probably not, I don't know, maybe not looking for, like he's not expecting. So it's something I figured he wasn't expecting, but it was still like, that couple where it's like he's just right there. And I know when I'm right there, like in a big state like that and that late in the game, I'm just going to want to I don't want to lose all those EVs. But what helped my decision, I did have about like 200,000 of high tech money that would only be able to spend in Connecticut and Delaware. So I'm like, that would build up pretty. And I lost. I mean, that was after the fact.
Yeah.
That was the same turn.
Yeah. Oh, that was the same turn. Yeah, that was the same turn actually. Yeah. And so when I saw the low spin you did and you stole Connecticut, I was like, oh, I'm getting this. Like I'm getting Pennsylvania. Yeah, yes. But yeah, I'd say that. I mean, that was the biggest. I mean, because just how close the EVs were. That's why.
So Eric, my question for you is, as Lincoln, did you want to play out of New York, or were you trying to clash with Javier and then pivot?
I was going for the go up 2-1 on New York, but he did 2, and I was fine clashing with him too. So either way, I was win-win. So if I clashed with him, it was fine. If I didn't, I was 1 up, and maybe could have done a play for AA.
Yeah, and then you have the manufacturing, but you have the swing states, so you didn't
Yeah.
have to delay anything. So, which I think a lot of people, I mean, you guys know what you're doing, but a lot of people they're so like worried about the start, how the game starts, that really the game isn't won in the beginning. Like you have to figure out, okay, how can I pivot? And Latino export, those were big bonuses this game because it really evened the playing field to where you guys,
Once
each
you
had,
got Latino, I was like, I had to get export, and it helps that Frederick had a plus 25%
oh,
export.
60,000 per turn on export. Like that's not nothing,
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
if you
and
think
that's
about-
also I had that for Pennsylvania to help me out with Pennsylvania also.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's kind of annoying when I play against people who have a big export, like Richard Nixon, but
Because it's a bonus you get late. It's always like one of the second to last or last bonuses, but it's like it could change like the EV count late in the game.
and all those states that are export states are like big states important for like all the other bonuses. So while it may not be so, really game dependent like the export bonus, it really can flip the advantage one way, especially like the last 2 or 3 turns. So all
the
good.
turn.
Well,
Arizona was my bugaboo this time. I had to say I couldn't decide when to go up in it because every single time I'm like, he's gotta close it out this turn, right? And then the turn I was like, let me see if I can get past him, and then he closes it out. Maybe it was too obvious at that point, but were you expecting? Were you just letting? You're like, okay, I'm just gonna let Arizona go. Who cares if I let it go this turn?
I was fine with you getting it.
Oh,
because I was gonna go for New Jersey to get Latino anyways. So
yeah, and you went up Nevada. You went up to Nevada also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
because either way you would have gotten it.
Yeah, the worst thing for me was when I was one short in Washington to get export, and then I couldn't get the export bonus, and that ended up flipping Pennsylvania, and
yeah, that export was huge. I think that was the difference maker, a big difference maker too, is that export bonus. If you had gone export, you would have been able to save Pennsylvania. I would have definitely tried for a ballot a lot sooner though. I was kind of like,
I think you tried a couple times.
Yeah, after I stole Pennsylvania. Yeah, after I stole Pennsylvania, I was kind of like, I was okay, but you still had the cash advantage through the bonuses. I think you're still pulling in more bonus money every turn.
So 2 questions from the audience on YouTube. Erik, why did you not go for New York? I think it was too far gone, right?
Yeah. So like in the mid game, I guess.
They're talking about at the end of the game.
Yeah, it was too far. Like I think I could have gotten one above them, and it's just too risky for 29 EVs. Not worth.
The second question was why, in all caps, why Kentucky?
Because I didn't think he would defend Kentucky. He would definitely going to defend Indiana. So that's why I go for Kentucky.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna check the comments one more time here. But no, this was fun. It's fun to have some new people in the live.
We'll try to get the next game going, and then we'll try to get the next game going next game or two.
Yeah, for
Sounds
sure.
good. Sounds good.
And we'll wrap this YouTube stream up. Thank you guys for joining. You guys have any last? Erik, any last thing?
Good game, Javier. It's close.
Yeah, great one. That's so close. Yeah, my heart's pounding still. My hands are a little shaky.
Thanks, Brendan, for streaming.
Yeah,
for YouTube.
Awesome. And
Juices.
Deuces, Juices. That's Javier's line. Mine is have a good one.